Yes, welcome back. So we had just read from the graph the loss in mass at 75 seconds. Let us see the next question. The next question we are told give an equation for the reaction. And the equation for the reaction is here. This is the equation for the reaction, where calcium carbonate, marble chips, reacts with hydrochloric acid to form calcium chloride plus water plus CO2. A carbonate plus an acid, salt, water, and carbon dioxide. Then the next question, we are told, explain why the readings decreased. Explain why the readings decreased during the first 120 seconds. Explain why the readings decreased during the first 120 seconds. The reason why there was a decrease in the readings, if you come back to your table, the reason why there is a decrease in reading, and you can see the decrease in reading, we have talked about that, gradual decrease in reading, is because of the production of carbon dioxide which escaped into the atmosphere. So this carbon dioxide has mass. As it escapes, the mass must decrease. Therefore, that is the reason why we have a decrease in mass. So because the CO2 produced escaped into the atmosphere. Because the CO2 produced escaped into the atmosphere. Then question 7, we are asked, why did the readings remain constant after 60 seconds? In this case, it is 150, so that reading should be 150. So why did the readings remain constant after 150 seconds? Let us correct that. After 150 seconds. So the readings remained constant after 150 seconds, as we have seen from the graph. Moving back to the graph, this graph, we have seen, if we move to 150, this thing will increase and then remain constant. The reason why it is constant is because the reaction is complete. No more carbon dioxide is produced, meaning there will be no more change in mass. There will be no more loss in mass, because all the hydrochloric acid that were present has been used up. All the hydrochloric acid that was present has been used up. So the reaction was complete. Hence, no more CO2 was being produced. The reaction was complete. Another question, part 2. The experiment was repeated using the same mass of marble, but finely divided, finely powdered, and also some volume of the acid, the same volume of acid and concentration. Same acid, 2 molar, same volume, but now the marble chips were crushed. And then you are asked. The results of the 2 experiments were recorded on the same table as shown below. So this one was the result. So in this result, I want you to calculate. I want you to look at this table, then calculate the loss in mass. Fill that mass. After filling the mass, then plot the graph of loss in mass. Plot the graph of loss in mass against time in seconds. Loss in mass against the time in seconds. So this one, a third experiment was done in which the same mass but in excess of powdered marble was added to 30 centimeters cubic of 1.8 molar of hydrochloric acid was used. Sketch a third curve on the same axis to represent this experiment and label it as experiment 3. So the second experiment, this one, should be plotted here on the same cell first graph. Then you label it. If it will come this way, it is okay. If it will come this way, it is okay. But make sure you label it 2. This one was 1. Then now you come again. You come again and you sketch for Roman 3 by using 30 centimeters cubic of 1.8 molar hydrochloric acid. Also sketch. After sketching, label it as 3. I'm not saying they will appear this way. What I'm saying, that is how you are supposed to draw those graphs on the same plane. So that one brings us to the end of our lesson. Make sure you do that assignment. If you have any problem, you can contact me on WhatsApp or on the Google Classroom. Thank you for listening. Let us meet next time.